peace and bliss. And just like that, it's November. No, I can't fake it for you. I'ma stand on beat. Before you know it, we're gonna be walking into 2026. More so just having a different perspective of how time is moving. More so have a different perspective of how fast your goals and dreams can align with who you are as a person, with your desires, with your intention, with how you move on an everyday basis, how you treat others around you. You know, when things aren't going in your favor, how you react and choose to kind of respond to that initial aspect. That all plays a large role in just consciousness, awareness, and moving forward with the ability to do as you desire. Now this November, we showing up every single day, showing up for ourselves. It is No Miss November. And shout out to AB Academy, shout out to Avery B, you feel me, who started the No Miss November. Just the ability to cultivate amazing intentions and to move towards exactly what you desire, showing up for yourself every single day. It's not about perfection, but your presence. Presence over perfection. Progression over perfection. Realizing that everything is already working out in your favor. You're not behind in any way, any shape or form. Now, No Miss November is basically just not missing a day. More so just showing up for yourself every single day as much as you can. Now, moving into No Miss November is basically 10 daily habits that you track, that you more so tighten up on. 10 daily habits to keep you effortlessly towards your goal. Keep you effortlessly aligned with your goals. Makes your schedule, it makes everything more effortlessly, you feel me? If you want to be a bodybuilder and work out, put yourself in position to make it easier to work out, you know what I'm saying? No Miss November is not just about being perfect. It's not about being perfect. It's not about being perfect. Realize that No Miss November is about showing up every single day. The resilience, you feel me? Not being there energetically, but still showing up because it's what you desire. It's where your highest self is aligned at. It's where your highest self is positioned. So no matter what, you're already thinking from that point. You're already thinking as the wish fulfilled. No Miss November is about cultivating power. It's about calling that power back. It's about that freedom, that sovereignty, you know, those goals and desires that you look towards. It's not out of reach, and I promise you it's not far at all. It's just about what you're willing to do to get in that position, what you're willing to do to get what you want. For my 10 habits that I decided to document, that I decided to, you know, just work towards, that I decided to tighten up on, and I'm gonna share these with y'all, and y'all hold me accountable. I want to encourage everybody to join this No Miss November, you feel me? It's a fresh start. You get to really plan and attack that goal, you feel me? You get to plan and attack that obstacle. Okay, how am I going to respond to this? How am I going to respond to this? Yeah, I may not be there energetically. I may not even feel like doing this shit right now, but at the end of the day, I know this is what I need to be doing. I know that this is going to benefit me. I know that after I do this, I'm going to be good. I'm going to feel good. I'm going to feel amazing. You know what I'm saying? For my 10 habits, number 1, post your progress every day. Share your journey and struggles. Whether I'm posting a little bit of working out, whether I'm posting more consistently, whether I'm posting my followers expressing gratitude, me posting every single day, recording my life, my struggle, my journey, my trauma, my responses to chaos, you know, my mindset and perception. I'm going to commit to showing that every day, even if it's just coming on here like, y'all, I ain't feeling it today, but I'm here, let's do it, you know what I'm saying? Hold me accountable to that, posting every single day and showing up for yourself. Number 2, I want to start waking up before 8 a.m. Now, the reason why I want to start waking up before 8 a.m. is because the early bird gets the worm. I seen the video and it was like military time is so amazing. It makes you lock in, it makes you see time a little bit differently. So you know how military time is kind of like a 24-hour clock. You know, when it's 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon and it starts saying 13, 14, and you start saying you didn't utilize 13 hours out of your day, even if you was asleep for more than half. You didn't utilize 14 hours of your day, even if you did shit. You know what I'm saying? Even if you didn't do shit at all, that time is still being utilized. So it kind of just gets you in a different mindset, allows you to start to plan and, you know, just attack your goals at a different angle. Waking up at 8 a.m., just getting everything planned, whether I'm meditating, whether I just take a couple breathers, whether I hop in the shower, go get some coffee, you know, roll up, whatever y'all got to do to, you know, get yourself in that mode. I know 8 a.m. is a solid time for me. I ain't no guru ass person, so I'm not trying to start all the way up here and then kind of lose motivation or more so fall in that slack. So 8 a.m. is good for me. I don't got to start at 5 a.m., 4 a.m. You feel me? That's not me. That's not what I want to do. That's not what I want to incorporate within my schedule. And that's another thing that I want y'all to start doing. You know, don't try to shoot. I'm not saying don't shoot for the stars, don't aim high, don't set a high standard, but don't allow yourself to psych yourself out. Don't allow yourself to more so lose the motivation before you even able to grasp it, before you even able to build it, before you even able to direct where that momentum is going. For me, waking up before 8 a.m. every single day, whether that's 7:59, 7:30, 7 o'clock, 6:30, whatever the case may be, I want to commit to waking up a little bit earlier, plan out my day ahead, because I notice on those early schedules when I do get up, even if I don't feel like it and I get stuff done, I start to get in my production, I make it easy to fall in my schedule and my alignment. I feel a lot better. I notice my goals start popping back up, and I don't want to just, okay, let's do it this day and then tomorrow let's not do that. You feel me? Let's commit to these 30 full consecutive days of just showing up for yourself and reprogramming how the cells activate, reprogramming that confidence within yourself, knowing that, damn, like, I can do this shit, my nigga. Like, I'm good. I know how to do this shit. I done did this shit for 30 days. They say after you do something for 21 days, 3 weeks, you kind of reprogram them cells in your mind. So imagine doing this for 30 consecutive days. You're going to be a fucking god. You know what I'm saying? A fucking goddess. You're going to be out this bitch booming and booming and looming and foaming. You know what I'm saying? So you really just got to schedule that for yourself. If it's 8 a.m., that's your time. If 5 a.m. your time sharp, shit. If waking up before noon is your time, make your alignment comfortable with you. You don't got to be in everyone else's alignment. If it don't align with you, that don't mean that you have to indulge in it. You don't have to indulge in it. It's your reality. Realize that. So we got posting every day, sharing my progress. We got, posting what I'm doing, sharing my journey, my struggles, my responses. Waking up before 8 a.m. Number 3, I got read 3 pages. Now, out of my 3 pages, that could be 3 pages from any book. That could be 3 pages from the book that I'm reading right now, which is pretty much Think and Grow Rich. I kind of already read the book, just reiterating the information, reorganizing the information, being able to see what I didn't see the first time, being able to honestly just see it with a different set of lens. I'm reading that 3 pages a day, whether that's in the morning when I first wake up. I'm committing to checking off that habit. My habit is going to be reading. My habit is going to be working out. My habit is going to be waking up early. Once you start to make it a habit, just how AB, started the No Miss November, he also said something very powerful within that video. And he said that you don't rise to your goals, you don't rise to the occasion, but you fall to your identity. And when I sat and pondered on that, I just got a different perspective on just reality. You don't gotta act like you're somebody, you don't gotta try to be somewhere, you don't gotta strive like you about to die and, oh my God, if you didn't perform well, then it's over. That's not the case. Just showing up every single day, building that solid faith, reprogramming your mind and how you react is the most beautiful thing in the world. Realize it's about showing up, progression over perfection. When we start falling to our identity, when we start to fall within our true identity, we start to become our most authentic self. We start to project ourselves in a way that's effortless because that's our true self. When you fall to your identity, you start to see that you have a lot more talents than you realize. You start to see that what you deed as effortless may not be effortless to the next person. You realize that the way that you operate within your reality is amazing, and you start to cherish that a lot more. So that was one thing, reading them 3 pages and just reprogramming that mind, falling back to my identity, realizing my talents and what I have to utilize and being able to just project that in the most amazing way. Number 4, upload 5+ quality videos. Now, one great thing that if you're a content creator, what tip, just a little bit tip, trick, whatever the case may be, to just make it a little bit easier, start vlogging, start streaming, start going live, start interacting with your community and start doing long form content videos. You can talk for hours, you can talk to your friends while I'm out here in the park. As you can see right now, just in the field, I'm recording content. You know what I mean? It's just about aligning with myself, aligning with my most highest self, falling to my identity. Uploading 5+ quality videos. It could be 15 seconds. It could be 20 seconds. It could be a little bit of post. You know what I'm saying? Find your rhythm and stay in that harmony. Just because you see someone else rhythm driving super fast or someone else that may be going slow don't mean that you got to align with that rhythm. You have your own rhythm and you have your own harmony. Uploading 5+ quality videos for me, I used to do 1 video a day, shoot for 1. As long as I upload 1 time a day. Then it got up to 3. And then I was like, you know what? This shit is not that hard. I can do 5. I know I can do 5. And sometimes I may not always want to upload, or I may not always want to talk about something or, you know, just explain. But the fact that I'm showing up for myself every single day, the fact that I'm really iterating that within my schedule is already growing and reprogramming the way that my cells operate, adding that amazing layer to my life. Number 5, journal. You know what I'm saying? Just journal, whether that's write a few words, whether that's type in my notes, really start to empty out my mind a little bit more, not hold things in, not more so get bottled up or stagnant with just everything going on at once, but just journaling a few words. Maybe journaling how my day went, reflect, maybe journal how I want my day to start. You know, just starting to write down, because realize that when you write in the present moment, you're changing the future. You know, you're changing reality right now when you're printing that on the paper. So me just committing to journaling, writing that out a few words, even if I'm writing my video ideas, just kind of letting my brain flow and being able to put that on a piece of paper. Number 6, meditate and pray. So, you know, when you first wake up, you may be thinking about what you got to do, what you got to pay, where you're about to be in the reality, but just take a few moments and just meditate. You know what I'm saying? Don't try to clear and empty out your mind, but more so just try to calm it down. Try to choose the peace, you know, realize that happiness, peace, you know, laughter, shit like that, all of this is a choice that we get to choose. You know, we can wake up and choose to be angry. We can wake up and choose to complain about the smallest shit. We can wake up and choose to complain about what's wrong within our reality, or we can wake up and just choose amazing. You know, we can wake up and smile every day. We can wake up and be bubbly. We can wake up and be consistent, persistent. We can wake up and fall to our identity. You know what I mean? Meditating and praying is kind of just like setting my energetic aura field. It's like just setting me up for success. You know, when I meditate, get the calm my mind down, you know, when I pray, when I strengthen that faith and I'm allowing my mind to do what my mind does, it makes it a lot easier for me to just navigate within this reality. It makes it a lot easier for me to pick up on, this is working, that's not working, this overwhelmed me today, let me take a step back from this because I'm consuming a little too much. Meditating and prayer, meditation and prayer just allows you to have a more clear mind. It allows you to operate at your most optimal self. It allows you to not focus on the bad and kind of just express more gratitude for what's around you, what's in front of you, you know, how you feel, and breathing through that emotion, breathing through that low vibe, and, you know, accepting it for what it is, realizing that that's a part of the journey. You're learning things, you're evolving, you're growing, you're amazing. Number 7, exercise. You know, start to really take care of that temple, whether that's doing push-ups, squats. I committed to exercises every single morning. I already checked that off the list before I even picked up this camera. You know what I'm saying? So just moving in a void to where I'm really moving my temple, really taking advantage of what I have, because we healthy. We got the ability to walk. We got the ability to transform our avatar. Yeah, you may not be completely satisfied with how you look. You may not be completely satisfied with where you at, but we got the ability to transmute that, to alchemize that. Don't base your belief on past revelations. Realize that belief is kind of just based on facts, and facts is nothing but a sum of all past events. You know, so I can be 190 pounds right now. That could be true. That can be a fact. But that don't mean that I can't change that. That don't mean that I can't gain or lose weight. You know what I mean? So when you start to base, damn, I'm 190. Fuck, I'm skinny for a whatever year old person right now. And then you start basing your belief and you start identifying as that and what you think about. Then you start to crash out. You know, you start to lose focus. You start to fall victim to your thoughts. You start to be a slave to those thoughts. Number 8, simply network with 2 people, whether that's, you know, somebody that I know, somebody that I'm close to, whether that's reaching out to 2 brand new people, just networking and really evolving, starting to cultivate the attentions, starting to cultivate those proper intentions behind what you desire. You know, if it's a place where you want to be, then surround yourself with 2 people who's going to bring that in fruition, and not more so, damn, okay, I can use this person or I can rely on that, but more so putting yourself in position just to win, putting yourself in position so you can't fall, you know, putting yourself around people who want to see you win, not more so just leeching off of them, but also knowing that, okay, if I'm in this environment, I can't fail, you feel me? Like, it's just impossible for me to fail. Number 9, simply record content, you feel me? Just as I'm doing right now, checking that off the box, whether I'm just walking down the street, going into a store, just opening up my thoughts, just recording content, documenting your journey. Realize that your life can literally change in seconds. It can change overnight. It can change in no time. You feel me? You and your goals are not that far apart as you really think. So once you know that and you start documenting every little thing, you start, okay, boom, I'm gonna try this today. I get to respond in this way. Let me document how I felt last week. I was in a tough position, but look how I changed from a couple days ago. You know, so being able to just just document, really put yourself in a schedule, put yourself in a little program to where you can see what's going on. You got those tallies on the board. It makes it easier to, isolate your growth. It makes it easier to be aware of your growth and what's not working, what's holding you back. Recording content to me is not even hard at all. So me knowing that it's not hard for me, let me just apply it. Let me just do it, because knowledge is not power. It's the application of knowledge. It's the wisdom, utilizing what you know. We can know everything in the world. I can know how to get rich, know how to get a fucking $1 million car, but if I don't apply it, what the fuck do that mean? You know what I'm saying? And last but not least, for my number 10, my 10th habit, I want to consciously drink 3 full glasses of water every single day. It may seem like small, or it may seem like, damn, what? That's it? Just drink 3 glasses of water? But to me, consciously drinking 3 full glasses of water is going to reprogram, just the way that I intake information, reprogram the way that I'm seeing reality. Consciously drinking it with each sip, as you sipping up your abundance, as you sipping up $100 million, as you are becoming more healthy, as your body is being cleared out of all of those toxins, you get to consciously do and project exactly what you desire. So those are my 10 habits for No Miss November. I want everybody to cultivate, everybody to come in here and apply it for you. You don't even got to be in AB community. You don't even got to be in the Kaizen community. You don't even simply have to be in no group, but just more so bringing the effort, showing up every single day. You got the ability to be wherever the fuck you want in your life. Just get there, bro. It ain't shit holding you back. It's time for you to really start trusting yourself, giving you that confidence, giving you that love, giving you that power. Call all of your fucking power back. I'm gonna make a video on what the fuck I did for Halloween. But when I tell you, I was just on some different shit, utilizing all energy, dark or light, more so really embracing everything, it just made life a lot more interesting, a lot more intriguing, a lot more fun. No Miss fucking November. If you're new to the Kaizen family, hit that like button, subscribe, and join in. Yeah, we doing something amazing. Bro, I'm telling y'all, shit finna get real deal. You know what I'm saying? But I love y'all. I appreciate all the support, extreme gratitude for all the love, all the messages, everything. There's some shit that I dreamed of. I remember when only one person was watching my story, only 2 people, you feel me? And as it started to build organically, and the right ones just naturally gravitated, this shit just started to become more than just me documenting my journey. It's starting to become more of a family, a lifestyle, you know what I'm saying? And I don't want nobody to be limited by spirituality or identification, or I can't do this, bro. It's your life. Just live that motherfucker. Whoever's for you is gonna naturally gravitate. Y'all control the game. I love y'all.